Everybody, we're back. Hope everybody had a great Christmas. We are switching into Christmas, New Year. So I have some things here that we're going to add in here right now. So we're going to put this away. We're going to take this out. I'm going to take all of our stuff out of here for this planner. It is ready for next year, just like that, all ready. And I'm going to put it over here next to my other ones. I'm going to have to straighten these out a little bit to fit it in there. Okay, we're definitely going to have to clean this off at some point here because I got way too much stuff here that it doesn't need to be here. We need to put it away. We need to put it away. We need to straighten up my planner section because it's awful. I've let it get out of hand. So we have last year's, this is 2025's planner. I have got to take out all of this information and put it in a clear box, which I have underneath there. I will put it in there. Now this year, I think this year now, today is 2025, so I think I left everything intact, medical stuff, everything in there. It's going to go into that tote that's down there. I'm going to put an elastic around it or put it in a big envelope I have in here. And that's going to be for 2025. So if I need to reference it, I can get it out and look at it. Then I can empty this planner, put it up here with the rest of them, put it next to this one. So this is actually, I'm going to need some of this. My budget, actually no I don't because I've paid it all already. But I am going to have to reference it. So this I'm going to leave separate right here because I'm going to need it for this. So this is the month, the calendar for this month. And we're pretty much done. Where Monday is the 29th. So we're pretty much done. I'm going to stick December's in the back of here. In the back. So it's in one spot. It's all there. And we're going to talk about the next year. So we're actually going to be looking at, so this is a planner I got. This is from, where is it from? What's the name of it? Oh my gosh, Franklin planner. I have already put in the winter stuff. I haven't put other stuff in here. I need to move my dad, which is still in here. I need to take him out because I don't want him in there all year. He needs to be with me. I think yes, he's right there. I'm like, where'd he go? Okay. Dad always stays with me in every planner. So we're going to put my dad in here. We are going to put him just up underneath that snowflake. Okay, got my pen, pencils, everything. I have my birthdays. We're going to get that out in just a second. I did fandangle these two. I added, it's still quite not right, but it'll work. 2026. Here we go. So I have, where's that paper I just had? Okay. This is the same as this one. I have an extra one in case I want to use it. Because this one, yeah, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. So I will fill this out later. It has my address. Yearly goals. What's our yearly goal? What is our goal? I'm going to use my pencil. The only time I use pen is if it's something that doesn't need to be erased. So goal 1 is still going to be the diet. And we've got exercise. And then plans for this video, for this channel, is to get to 1,000 subscribers. Hopefully we'll make it. We are at, I don't even know what we're at. What are we at, guys? 800? Let's see what we're at. We are at 588. So we got quite a ways to go. So I'm going to put right here the date. Today is December 28, and we have 588 subscribers. So I'm going to post this here so it's something that we can look at. I really only have 2 huge goals this year. I've paid off a lot of my debt. That's going to be the goal for the back side of this, which is the January. So we're going to skip ahead a little bit to budget. And I think that's why I did this, because I wanted this in here. Okay. And the goals in the budget is to pay off, I think I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 things. So I have pay off PayPal, pay off Cap 1, pay off Capital One has 2 cards with it. One has got a really low balance on one of them, and I can pay that one off. I'll be able to pay that one off in a few months. And then my Prime card. I want to pay these, at least these 3. I have a loan. That is not going to get paid off. It could if I win big bucks, but it's not going to get paid off. So that's just an ongoing thing. But that's 1. I just paid off one of the other ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 4. 1, 2, because there's 2 Cap ones times 2. So I want to pay those off, right? So that's a goal over there. We're going to get a little more organized. So we'll go back to January. New Year's Day is on a Thursday. This is the weekly section, and I don't know why it's over here. Here's the calendar, and here's the weeks right here. So it put it kind of funky. So it really needs to be over here, but that's okay. So the weeks, I'm probably going to use this part, as of right now, the medical part, because I don't want to buy a medical planner. I'm just going to include it in this one. So this year, my weeklies are going to be anything medical. Something happens, whatever, which is what's happening with Ariel and me, actually, is going to get noted in here. Okay. My other ones, I don't think I have any more printed out. Let's look at all these. I don't think I have any more. of the weight things. That's going to be part of the medical thing. So the beginning of the week, I'm going to put my weight in here, and then the beginning of the next week, do so on and so forth, because we'll concentrate on dieting. Okay, so that's what I'm using that for. And then I'm going to, I thought I had one. I thought I had a journal. I do right here. I know I did. I'm like, I know I have one. Okay, wake up and be awesome. And so Ariel started using it, but for this year, I'm going to use this for 2025 because I was using the weekly to journal stuff. There's really not enough room in here to do that. So there's going to be these three things right here. We've got our calendar, we've got the budget, we've got my regular journal, which I won't share. Obviously, it's personal. But this, I am going to start journaling every day, if not every day, once a week, things going on, what's happening. I am getting older and stuff is happening, and I just want to document it. You know, maybe 10 years from now, I have a whole, I'm not sure where it is at the moment, but I have a whole, I used to journal all the time, and I'm not quite sure where it is. I think it's up in my closet. I thought it was down here. I have a tote with all my old journals in it, and every once in a while I'll get it out and read it. So I'm going to start this year journaling. You know, it might not be every single day, but at least once a week on a synopsis of what happened during that week or whatever, if anything major happened, right? So this is going to be with me all the time. Okay, I knew I had one. I didn't think I'd have to buy one. I was going to buy one. So I have, like we got today, we're going to put this in here. So here's our today thing. These are already numbered, so I don't have to do anything. I'm still going to decorate the front, you know, like I have been up here. So this is January's. It's winter time. Let it snow. It has not snowed here once yet. It's gonna suck. So the to-do one, I'll probably use, I don't need it for financial stuff, but maybe I don't know. I do have the to-do one to mark like the week, where I'm at in the week. So if I have to write down medical stuff, I can. So that's the plan with that. So with that, let's get out our, and I'll talk about the budget thing in just a second. Here's our birthdays. I don't know if you guys want to see any more of the video planner, and it's set up kind of similar. So January, let's look, see whose birthdays are in January. I know one of my daughters is in January. Yep, that's the only thing. Is Asia. I don't know why I put the 12th. I think her birthday is, no, her birthday is the 12th, January 12th. I'm pretty sure. I'm getting old if I can't remember my own kid's birthday. So the 12th, I keep thinking the 19th, but that is her aunt's birthday. So this is Asia's birthday. And she was born in 1993. I put that in there so I can figure out how old she's going to be. So that's why I decided to put birthday years in. So that's it for January. I don't even know if we have any for February. Yep, I do. So I can, what I used to do is send birthday cards, but I don't do that anymore. The internet has been so much it's taken the personality out of it, though. You know, she's still on vacation. She goes back to school on the 5th. Back to school. Now, tomorrow, that's in the other planner, the old planner here. I need to call the doctor because she's not better. And she's going to have to go see a specialist. So that's why I wanted to start keeping medical in here. Now, when I go up to that doctor's appointment, I'm going to have to take this with me. Normally, I don't take my big planner with me. It stays home. But where it's medical, I want to take it with me so I can make notes. And the only thing I don't have in here is a little notepad. And I may want to do that, just in case I have to take notes. Now I have this one. I can put in the back. Okay. So I can put it in the back just like this. It's in the back. So if I need it and make notes, instead of clogging up my planner, I can do that. So I have all year in here. I did not only put this first half of the year in here because I can, because there's enough room to do so. There is more than enough room. Okay, so I think that's it for this. The 1st of January. She has a dentist appointment on, I can't remember the day. They'll send me a reminder. So I think it's towards the middle of the month though. She's getting her bottom braces on, finally. So that's awesome. She's getting those on. And then I think that's it. We'll do each week and just figure out what's happening. And then if there's something specific going on that we want to document, I have this. This is going to be my, like, photo journaling aspect of things, like my craft area, kind of, because I can't put it in here. It's a journal. It's going to go with this, right? But it's going to be more in depth, like, because you're not going to do something every day, right? You're not going to do something every day. So let's get to the main thing. Let's take this off and put it here, because this will be the first one, right? Actually, let's take it so it's not so up. Okay. So I can fill out, say, January, say Asia was here and we was having a birthday party for her. I would put the date up here, and then I would take pictures and put it in here, make little notes on what's happening, right? So it's going to be more of a specialty kind of journal, you know, events. Like I know in February, like we might not have anything for January, you know? We may not have anything. Say we only have a couple of things, right? Say this is the start of February. Now, what I'm going to do in between is decorate it. Like, say this is the beginning of February. And we're going to put February, you know, Valentine's month or whatever. We're going to decorate it, right? And I have a friend coming from Texas that's coming to visit, hopefully, if things go right. She's going to come visit, and I know I'm going to have pictures in here for February. March, maybe there won't be any, you know, who knows. But that's the goal this year. This is going to be the journal planner, and this is not the planner, but the journal, the photo journal, and this is going to be the journal, like more in depth kind of thing on what's happening, more personal kind of thing for those two. And this is going to be my day-to-day information planner, you know, what's happening at work, what's, you know, And far as I know, let's see, work-wise, I'm going to probably have to work I have the post office off on New Year's Day, but I will probably have to work gloves. So I work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, always, unless I want it off. But I don't think they have done anything yeah, without yeah, if I need to take it off, I'll take it off. But I don't want to do that if I don't have to, because I'm earning money to pay off all these things. So, speaking of which, we're into that. So, I don't work the post office that holiday, and I have a list in the back. I think we have 2 days off this month, January. New Year's and Martin Luther King Day. I think that would be a long weekend. Nice. So we'll skip ahead. I have the list right here of paid holidays and non-paid holidays. So yeah, I'm gonna have that day off. January, I'm gonna have those 2 days off. That's nice. And it's way nice that it's not on a Thursday or Wednesday. I actually have the days off. I'm gonna have a long weekend. I'll work half a day Saturday, a full day Sunday, and a full day Monday. Nice. I'll get some cleaning done for spring, get the spring cleaning stuff done. And then in February, I'll have Washington's birthday off. President's Day, that's what they're calling it, it's President's Day. Only one day, another long weekend, that'll be fan-friggin-tastic. And then I don't have another day until, I don't have any of that off. April. Nope, May. I don't have another day until May, I think, Memorial Day. I'll have another long weekend. That'll be nice. Okay, and then Juneteenth I'll have off, which is a Friday. I'll have the post office off, but I'll have to work the Loves, so that's okay. Then I'll have 2 days off. That's nice. So yeah, and that'll go through the weekend. So I usually put these in the budget section. That's what we're gonna work on right now. Is I need to write down, I still have it in here, I have not wrote it down. I have a perpetual calendar somewhere. It might be in here. I don't know where it is. On registrations for each of the cars, property taxes, all that kind of stuff. That will be written in pen. That does not change. So for, so I still have to figure out that. I just have to go up and look at the cars actually. So, oh yeah, I glued those together. So it goes. So here's the paid holidays and non-paid holidays. And I've written it down on here in yellow, but I wasn't sure if I still had it in here. So I've just put PD next to paid, and then non-paid is NPD, not paid. I don't know what I wrote that for. On the 9th of January? What's the 9th of January? What's on the 9th of January? Nothing. I don't know why I wrote that on here. It says paid. But I don't know what that's on here for. Pre-something. And then we have President's Day, which is Washington's birthday. It's not paid in February. See, it goes January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. So, and I've written them in here. My annual leave is March 19th through the 23rd. What's that fall on this year? March 19th through the 23rd. That's going to be so nice. But I'll still have to work my other job. So we'll see how that goes. You know, so those are my paid and unpaid. So that's in the budget area. Now I have, this one is because it's ripped. I need to rewrite it on this one. So I'm going to rewrite that, but we're not going to do it right now. We are going to do it, but I'll do it later. I'll do it while I'm at work. I usually bring my planner with me. Like I said, goals. The top goals for budgeting stuff is to pay off what I can. And I like to get these all paid before Christmas next year, because I want to be able to use these cards. As I pay them off, I move them out of my wallet and into where I put my other ones, so they're not in there. Okay, so January's bills, I have written down here. I have written them down. Well, most of them anyway. Well, my stuff I've written down. I have, oh yeah, I was going to talk about that too. Okay, so before we do budgeting, I was going to talk about the year, January. I was going to talk about themes. I thought it would be fun. Now, if you want to do this with yourself, by all means do it. I think it'll be awesome. So I've written down some things last night. I got this up by my bed in my house caddy, and I got to take this stuff out of here because it doesn't need to be in here anymore. I got to take this back upstairs and put it back where it belongs. So January, winter themed. January's winter. To me, it's winter. So I can write up here. You can do it crafty wise, stickers, whatever, just so I can still get the crafty part of stuff, you know, and do that right here. So it's winter themed, and we can write in here, like I've written in pencil, back to school, whatever, blue, white, and silver snowflakes. Like I know I have some stickers I can put on here, put right here, whatever. And then each month is different stuff. So I've already gone through and written this down, and I'm going to put it in here. I'm going to put it in here because I want to do that. So we're not going to do it this time because I'm talking about everything. It's going to take way too long. So I am going to put it here. So anyway, back to budget stuff. Now, I don't know. I love watching planner videos. And I love watching these gals that can have all these things in their planner. I can't do that. I tried it once. It doesn't work. It's too much. It's too much. They have like a meal planner in here. They have, they have their whole life in here. And this kind of is my life, but these two are separate. So the only thing I really needed to have was the planner stuff, day-to-day stuff, and the budget stuff. I wanted it together. I did have it in separate planners, but it's not working. I want it together because I found out when I'm at the office and I'm looking at stuff, my husband would call me and say, hey, when's this due? Crap, I don't know. My planner's at home. So I'm adding it in with this one. And I have a top tab that says finances. So I have a little goal section. This is actually for finances. I bought this one. It doesn't have, I didn't get, last year I got the calendar plus, it was like a bank statement kind of thing. And I can still use this as that. like January in review. And if you go to the front of January, I can list everything that's due from the 1st all the way to the 31st and write it here in checkbook style, right? I did that at one point, and I just soon see it out everything this way. So that's what I've done. So I have written down here. Now the first, I can write it in pen because it is gonna be that way every month. It is that way. So every month, the first of the month is the house payment, the camper payment, the internet, and I think it's my car payment. I think that's the 3 things that come out on the 1st. As far as the house goes, for me, now what I was able to do with the ones I had last year was there's a whole section here you can make notes. It's teeny tiny over here, and that's where I would put my stuff, is over here, and then the house stuff is here. So, and I've already written out all my stuff, and I write big. That's not going to fit here. It's not going to fit there. So I think what I'm going to do is, like on the 16th of the month is my credit one card. This is it's mine. And every month I have to pay $8.25 because it's a fee thing so I'm gonna put the amount right here, $8.25. And I don't care if you see that. I don't care, I have to pay $8 on that. Who cares, right? A lot of people will just they'll write it down later. And that's probably what I'll do with the rest of this. I'll just write on here what it is. Okay, so on the 20th is Capital One. Now I have 2 cards with them. So I put the last 4 of the card, and see, I don't remember what else is due. That's why I needed my old one, so I could put it in here. I didn't put in Netflix and all of that, so I'm gonna have to look at November's and see. I paid those off. A lot of this I paid off. Okay, so I'm gonna have to look at November's. Let's look at November, because that's gonna have everything on it, I think. Yep. Okay. So, and when I pay it off, I'll highlight it or whatever when it's paid. So I have, let's see, those. And then I write in here when we get paid. So I'll write in the other stuff as I go, as I get off here with you. It's been a half an hour already. So this Friday is, does Jeff get paid or do I get paid? Let's see. I think Jeff gets paid. Nope, I get paid. Okay. So this is going to be L, J, L, J, L. So he has 2 paychecks this month and I have 3. Now I get paid every Monday for my other job. So I'm going to write that in here. Okay. That's the money I paid all of these credit cards with. My loan and these credit cards. That's what I'm paying with that. But I just put my initials, his initials on our regular paychecks. So, that's in here. Okay, that's done. So I just have to write in these other ones for the month. And I have to look up here to see what I need to put in there. I do know on the 30th, my loan is due. Okay, and I owe 6,000 something dollars on it. It's a personal loan, so that's gonna take me, I think it's a 5-year loan, I think. If I could pay it off sooner, I would. You know, if I had $1,000 to just pay on it, I would pay it off, but it ain't happening. So I have to pay $200 by the 30th. And I don't care if you know that. That's just a personal loan that I took to pay off all my other cards are paid off, as I took out a personal loan to do that. So so each check that I get, like from Love's or whatever, or from, I usually do it from Love's, is I need to take $98 out twice a month before the 30th, so I can pay that. So there's that. I paid off that other card. I'm so excited about that. So it's now the next lowest one I have to pay off is one of my capital ones. Yeah. So I have to do that. So I'll figure out this stuff when I go upstairs, because I need to make dinner. So anyway, that is the setup. That's the budget thing. I don't usually show the budget anymore. I just let you know I paid something off. But I take a percentage, like if it says, because it says here, I wrote down the minimum payments, like one of the cards on the 20th, right here. The minimum is $25. I owe $1,400. Now, to pay it off sooner, you obviously want to pay more than that. So I may pay $30, $35, $40 on that to start paying it off sooner. But it really depends on what's popped up and what I have to pay. But I have to pay a minimum of 20, 25, okay? The other one is the next lowest one. That's the one that's going to get paid off next, because I'll pay more. And its minimum is $28. So I will definitely pay probably $40. So that my balance on it is 280 something. So if I pay 40, then I owe 240. And if I pay another 40, and like I can pay on these twice a month if I want, but at least once a month, and pay them off sooner. Like if I wanted to, I could pay that whole thing off and just pay it off. But I don't want to do that because it's earning my credit, you know, so I don't do that. But that's going to be, that one's on the 4th. So I'll get paid this tomorrow. I'll get paid tomorrow's Monday, the 29th. And I will take that and pay that, because this money right here goes to the house. I can't use that. So because I'm getting paid on Monday, I have to figure out what's due before I get paid the following Monday. So everything before the 5th, I have to pay tomorrow. So, and I think that's the only one. No, that's the 4th. I have to pay that on the 4th. Yeah, that one's the 8th. So I have to pay on that one too. So there's 2 of them I have to pay on tomorrow. But I'll write them all down in here and get that. But I have written down some ideas for the crafting part of things. The photo journal obviously will be, I think that's going to be part of this channel. And then the personal planner, oh, that's the new one that's coming up, new planner thing, a regular journal. That won't be on here, but yeah. And then the budget, I did that already. And then the medical thing, I've already explained that. So really what I wanted to do with the other channel is I signed up for a Christmas card exchange, and I got all these Christmas cards this year, and I want to make a little book out of it. And I could put it in my December daily, but I want to make a little book out of it. So I'm going to do that over on the creative channel, Laura's Creations. I'm going to do that over there. So I did write down some things that I needed to do. So anyway, we're done. So that's it. I need to go upstairs and finish filling this stuff out, which I'll probably do at work tomorrow. And yeah, I need to call the doctor too. So the journal will go upstairs, but this photo journal will stay down here for when I need to do that. But everything else will go upstairs. My video planner is upstairs. This is gonna go upstairs. This upstairs. And my bed. Now I gotta put these things in this book because this was this year's stuff. I got some medical diagnosis for my hands. It's called intersection syndrome, tendonitis. So I got tendonitis, but it still hurts really bad in there. But there's really nothing they can do. So you just live with it, I guess. Anyway, that's fun. And I found out I had cataracts. So I'm an old lady. I lost my glasses. That's how I found out, because I had to go get new ones, which I haven't got yet. And there's nothing they can do for cataracts other than surgery when you're about 70, 75 years old. So I got to look up like this. My son is a natural buff, and I may have him, hey, look me up something. Is there a vitamin or something I can take for early onset cataracts? Because I'm going to do it, because I don't want to lose my sight. So yeah, anyway, fun, getting older. So enjoy, guys. That's the plan. So I will see you in the next video, planner video, which will be on, let's see, this one will go up probably on the 5th, so the following week. So we're a little bit ahead, behind a little bit. So I will see you again soon. Bye now.